Good morning, Ms. Barbara. Can you get the roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Elliot Temple,
Here.
Curtis Joseph, Dodie Adams, Jim Fine, Brandon Golson, Travis Manso, Frank Morse.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right. Mr. Manso, could you lead us in the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, Ms. Starks. Could you give us an introduction, please?
Good morning, everyone. I apologize for my tardiness this morning. My name is Tanika Starks, and I'm going to proceed as the hearing officer this morning. I'm from the Attorney General's office here in Baton Rouge. Any respondents that are present, please step up to the microphone, state your name and your affiliation with the company as presented. Thank you.
All right. Can I get a motion to accept the minutes?
Second.
I got a motion and a second. Any objection? Motion carries. Mr. Beavers?
Good morning. If we can start by swearing in all the staff and investigators, if you're ready. Wade Day, Robert Mertens, Clay Rivas, Erica Segura, Frank Vaughn, Lonnie Lusko, Kristen McKee, Dylan Borg, Joe Anderson, Kerry Morgan, myself, and Logan Cockerham and Sloan Watts.
Can everyone raise their right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
All right.
We are ready.
Yeah. Any public comments? Hearing none. Okay, let's get started with the unfinished business.
Under reconsideration of penalty, James Co. Construction and Renovations. Are any representatives present?
As the record reflected, known as present on behalf of James Co. Construction and Renovations.
Call Ms. Carrie Morgan.
Ms. Morgan has been sworn.
Ms. Morgan, did you provide notice to James Company Construction Renovations by email, which is noted in our packet at pages 40 and 41 of this hearing here today for their reconsideration?
Yes, sir.
They have not appeared here today.
They have not.
We submit to the board that the reconsideration should be denied.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. Any objection? Motion carries. All right.
Dolphin Pools, Inc. Are any representatives present?
Yes.
Come on up.
Ma'am, can you step to
Could you step over to your
this? Yeah.
left? There you go.
Sorry.
Can you state your name and affiliation with the company?
Sarah Edwards, Vice President.
And is this fellow who's going to testify as well? Can you state your name, please?
John Lambert, President.
Okay. And you all are both authorized to speak on behalf of the company?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you both raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you. And when you do speak, can you speak into the microphone, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Dolphin Pools, Inc. of West Monroe, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of alleged violations for failure to provide written notification to the board of any changes to the information provided in the original application and any amendments thereto within 30 calendar days, failure to maintain a qualifying party to represent the licensee, efforts to deceive or defraud the public, and permitting the contractor's license to be used by another contractor when the other contractor does not hold a license for the classification of work for which the contract is entered to perform work at 791 Pipes Road in Ruston, Louisiana.
How would you all like to plead to the alleged violation?
No contest.
Okay.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. Any objection? Motion carries.
Call Wade Day.
Mr. Day has been sworn.
Mr. Day, in front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of licensing board for contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir, they were.
We offer the exhibits into the record.
Have you both had an opportunity to review the documents?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any objection to the documents being entered into the record?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. No objection. Exhibits are admitted.
Mr. Day, according to your investigation, it appears that Dolphin Pools, Inc. was operating without a qualified party, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And the qualifying party had been deceased for approximately 3 years, is that correct, or 4 years?
4 years, that's correct.
And when they reapplied for their license, they still listed that person as the qualifying party, is that correct?
That's correct.
And in accordance with their renewal, that party was still listed as their qualifying party, is that correct?
Correct.
And they've never provided the board, prior to your investigation, with notice that the qualifying party was deceased, is that correct?
That's correct.
No further questions?
Do you have questions for this witness?
No, ma'am.
No questions. Counsel, do you have any further witnesses or documents?
No further witnesses.
You all may now make a statement to the board if you would wish, if you have any testimony to give, and an offer of a penalty since you all pled to no contest.
Okay. I just wanted to say that in 2021, this is a family business. This is my father. The partner, Ray Clary, that was the qualifying party, he committed suicide. It was our fault. We should have done the right thing. I didn't really understand what I should have done, so it's kind of on me. I am working with Miss Deidre, if I'm allowed to become the qualifying party and retake the test so that we can have our proper license. That's where we are.
So we'll submit to the board that Dolphin Pools right now is under a summary suspension because when we discovered that they did not have a qualifying party, they didn't put a new qualifying party in within time. According to her testimony, and I think that some conversations they've had with the board today, they do plan on go ahead and get a qualifying party. After conversations, I mean, some of these charges I think we could probably dismiss. However, we're just going to submit it to the board that I think it appears that they're going to be trying to do the right thing and get licensed. And so I think that the summary suspension can stay into place until they get a qualifying party. And then at that point, the board could make a decision to say, when you get a qualifying party in place, then you can resume your activities. But that's up to you guys to make that decision.
Right.
So what is the time length for them to be able to obtain a travel license once they get through the
Well, that's
application?
Ms. Edwards applied for her qualifying party status yesterday, so she'll have to apply to take the test.
And so it really doesn't matter because they are suspended at this point. And so essentially what you would be making a decision on is upon their obtaining a qualifying party and satisfying all other requirements as required by this board, that the license would be reissued. That's all you would be doing.
yeah.
That's fine. Okay, we'll move that in the sense of what the council recommends.
And then the other thing is that for a penalty, there's no dollar value on this, but you could issue at least a cost penalty at the least.
All right, so I'm going to move to follow council's suggestion and to lower the hearing cost to $1,000 to help you out there. But please follow through and make sure that you get it done, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. So I got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Which charge are they on?
Any objection?
Which one's even the problem?
Hold on one
Okay,
second.
hold it.
Hold on.
The board would like to have 2 of the charges dismissed. Efforts for deceiving the public and which one? It's just that one. So we would ask that that charge be dismissed, and you'd have to make a motion to dismiss that charge.
So I'll amend my motion to add the dismissal.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? You guys understand what you got?
Yes, sir.
All right, you need to get
Thank
your
you.
qualifying party status. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Regal Remodelers LLC, are any representatives present?
As the record reflecting on this present on behalf of Regal Remodelers LLC.
Their attorney emailed last night and stated he had court at the 19th this morning and he would try to make it here before the end of our meeting. I don't
So-
know if you want to pass.
So we'll go
Move to
ahead.
move this towards the end of the agenda. I got a motion and a second. Any objection? Motion carries. All right.
S&T Painting and Remodeling LLC, are any representatives present?
It's okay. It's all right.
Can you state your name and your affiliation? with the
Tommy
company?
Jarrah, and I guess Vice President of S&T.
Tommy Jarrah.
Jarrah, just meant.
Okay. Are you authorized to speak on behalf of the company?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
S&T Painting and Remodeling LLC of Prairieville, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for failure to maintain adequate records and provide such to the board within 72 hours at 38167 Jefferson Crossing Avenue in Prairieville, Louisiana.
Mr. Jarrah, how would you like to plead to the alleged violation?
No contest, ma'am.
Move to accept.
I got a motion and a second. Any objection? Please accept it.
Call Clay Rivas.
Mr. Rivas has been sworn.
Mr. Rivas, in front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Mr. Jarrah, have you had a chance to look at
Yes,
the
ma'am.
documents? Do you have any objection to the documents being entered into the record? No objection. The exhibits are admitted.
Mr. Rivas, according to the documents, it appears that S&T remodeling, painting and remodeling was involved in a project at 38167 Jefferson Crossing Avenue, Prairieville, Louisiana 70769. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And at the time did not possess licensing. And you requested records from him regarding that project. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. It's correct.
And did they fail to produce those records?
Yes, sir. They did not produce them.
As of this date, have they produced the records?
No, sir. They have not.
And you're seeking to just determine who the subcontractors on that project. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I just need all records.
I'm sorry.
I need all records. I don't have any contract or anything.
Okay. No further questions.
Mr. Jarrah, do you have any questions for this witness?
No question, just a couple of statements.
Okay. You can make your statement to the board. If they have any questions, please answer them.
Okay. I know, I believe I met Mr. Rivas when he came to the house, and we told him the story of what happened. And this was all basically, I'm not making excuses, but I was doing this for a friend. And then all of a sudden it became a legal issue for them because they said I didn't do it correctly. Other than that, I mean, trying to help somebody out, and this is where I end up going. So after today, I will definitely have everything to him and get up to date.
So for the board, his license is currently suspended, but it's not suspended because of the failure to produce records. It's suspended because he hadn't provided insurance qualifications. So it's been suspended since what day, Ms. Morgan?
April 29th of this year.
Since April 29th of this year for failure to provide the necessary insurance documents. But otherwise, we submitted to the board that the failure to comply is also could have met with a suspension, but we didn't have to do that since his license was suspended already. So we just submitted to the board for their decision.
So where are you with your insurance, sir?
My insurance was sent over to you guys from Farm Bureau. I believe that there is a GL listed, and it was sent to you guys because I believe y'all need it from the insurance company. So that was sent over. I called and made a couple of attempts to get confirmation that it was received. Never got that. All of this happened last year. So I was actually up to date with my insurance, and I still had my license, and I still had everything when this happened. If she's saying this was suspended in April, this happened in November, December, and January.
So you are insured?
I'm insured
You're insured.
with this Farm Bureau, correct? General liability.
We're still waiting on the description of operations from his insurance agent.
Say that again, Mr. Beavers.
We're waiting on the description of his operations from his insurance agent. He's not provided that. Workers' comp does not seem to be on that policy.
You need to provide what's asked.
Yes, sir.
That's the whole deal. You need to make sure that we have all the information that we're asking for. If you do that, you won't have these issues.
Okay.
If you say you're insured, I will make sure that you provide that, all the documentation that they're requesting, and a lot of this stuff will, you won't have these issues.
Yes, sir.
So we still need the production of the documents. In addition to his insurance, we still need production of documents that we don't have. So we're requesting that you issue an order for that. And our request is that his license remains suspended until he provides the documents necessary for or satisfactory to the board on this particular project.
All right.
Plus, he'd be assessed with cost of this hearing.
So you know the onus is on you, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you were supposed to provide the documents and you didn't, you still have to do that, correct? And make sure on the insurance aspect, regardless of who you talk to, but make sure that your insurance agent gets them what they need. Otherwise, we can't help you at all.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So the penalty, unfortunately, the penalty is going to remain because you haven't complied. Okay? So I'm going to tell you that the suspension has to remain and the penalty until you provide them with the documents they need.
Understood.
That's how it works.
That's a motion, a second. Mr. Manso, any discussion? Any objection? Motion carries. All right.
Thank you.
Mastercraft Builders LLC, or any representatives present?
Robert Lemieux, owner.
Okay, Mr. Mew.
Lemieux.
Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, to help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
Mastercraft Builders LLC of St. Francisville, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for failure to maintain adequate records and provide such to the board within 72 hours at 7581 St. John's Drive, Gonzales, Louisiana, in the amount of $307,878.45.
Mr. Lemieux, how would you like to plead to the alleged violation?
No contest.
Move to accept. Second.
I got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? Please accept it.
Call Clay Rivas.
Mr. Rivas has been sworn.
Mr. Rivas, in front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of licensing board for contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir, they were.
Go off the exhibits into the record.
Mr. Lemieux, have you had a chance to look at the documents?
I have.
Do you have any objection to the documents being entered into the
I
record?
do not.
Okay, thank you. No objection, the exhibits are admitted.
Mr. Rivas, according to the documents, it appears that you've been requesting documents from Mastercraft Builders LLC since June of 2025 for this project at 7581 St. John's Drive, Gonzales, Louisiana. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Have you received all the documents from them?
No, sir, I only received partial.
And what documents are you looking for that you still have not received?
It's easier to say what I have gotten, which is essentially an Excel spreadsheet which lists certain expenses. I have a copy of the contract with the home owner and a couple of other certificates, I believe, including elevation certificate. I need everything remaining. Payment records, bids, quotes, contracts, invoices from each of the subcontractors, et cetera.
Okay. And for this particular project, it appears at Exhibit 2H, Exhibit 30, that Mastercraft entered into a contract with the homeowner for $307,878.45. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is this a new build?
Yes, sir, new construction.
And yeah, so you're looking for all of the subcontractors, which would include electrical, plumbing, and an HVAC information as well, right?
Yes, sir.
No further questions.
Mr. Lemieux, do you have any questions for this witness?
Yeah, I've had several correspondences with Mr. Rivas.
Do you have any questions for him?
Oh, I'm
though?
sorry.
Any
No,
questions?
I do not have any
Okay.
questions.
No additional witnesses.
Okay. If you'd like to give a statement, Mr. Lemieux.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Lemieux, you may, if the board has any questions for you, please answer them.
I've had several correspondences with Mr. Rivas. Today is the first day I've actually seen what the actual complaint was. I've sent him what I thought he needed. I've never done this before with the board, so to what y'all need is a very loose term. My QuickBook records show who was paid, when they were paid, when checks were cleared. I sent an email on the 25th of August. Just wanted to touch base with you and make sure you have what you needed with the two emails. I continue to have issues with this client. We are ensuring that we installed the correct transfer switch, which was part of what, it wasn't a complaint, it was the only problem we had on the project. I did not get a response back. On the 9th, I forwarded everything to my attorney. On the 4th of November, I was served notice of this hearing. So I contacted Mr. Rivas again with my attorney, asking what else is required. Let's see. I never received any copies of bids, quotes, contracts. I don't have contracts from a contractor. It's all subcontractors I've used for years. We have subcontractor agreements that we signed years ago, but don't have anything particular to this job. I even offered to send him bank records. I've never gotten a response back. It's been very, very hard to get clarification on exactly what's needed, especially with somebody that's never been through this process before.
Mr. Lemieux, excuse me.
Sorry.
Those are some pretty strong words to say that you haven't, you're just now hearing about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I really need to hear from Mr. Rivas as to some of the stuff that you've sent out regarding the
Yes, sir.
request for documentation.
Yes, sir. So if I begin, we sent notice of the complaint and a subpoena via certified mail. It sat in his P.O. box, which is the listed address with the agency, for 5 weeks and was returned to the agency unclaimed. Visited his house and served him. I received a call from him about 5 minutes after serving, I believe it was his wife, saying, "What do you need?" I said, "I need everything." And I listed everything that was already on the subpoena, which for the record says, any and all records. Sure enough, sent it to you. I have it to you immediately, and I informed him this is a time-sensitive thing. We've already been sitting on this for a while. I need it immediately. 2 weeks later, I still didn't receive anything from him. Sent a follow-up email to him, and I have record of this here. Sent a follow-up email to him saying, "I still haven't received anything from you." He said, "Oh yeah, I'm just about to check on that for you. I'll send it to you now." What I received is a spreadsheet saying what all, he said that he had drawn it from QuickBooks. Well, I have no way of verifying that. I don't have any bids, again, quotes, invoices, anything. I have a spreadsheet saying what was paid to what. No material invoices, nothing of that nature. And I explained that to him, and he says that he's just learning about this, but that's not quite true. In the follow-up email, again, I have record of that too. Well, there was some correspondence after this exhibit was submitted where I informed him, no, I still need everything. Essentially, I'm summarizing, sir, but for him to say that he's not aware of what was needed.
Sure. And let me say this, Mr. Lemieux, that's standard for all of our investigators.
I understand that, but
and so when you say you haven't heard this recently, I mean, you're just now hearing this stuff. That's not accurate.
today is the first day that I've been able to read the complaint that was filed against me.
If I may, sir, this is still under investigation. Okay, you're not going to read the complaint. Right?
You just need what he's simply stating is he needs you to provide all of the documents that he's requesting.
And understand that any and all is anything you have and all that you have. So I provided him with everything I have, even requested follow-up emails with no response, asking if this is everything you need and not getting a response, to the point that I started CCing my attorney on everything here recently, and he would email back without my attorney CC'd on it, and I have to CC her back again. So I am more than willing to give this counsel, this person, anything you need. I would just like a list of exactly what's needed. I followed up on the email stating, look, I don't have quotes from contractors because I use these subcontractors all the time. We understand that, okay, this is $4 a square foot, this is $6 a square foot. I have subcontractors agreements that were signed in 2016 with some of them that they're just working for me, they maintain this and that. So I am willing to give this board anything they need. I would just like to have a categorized list of what's needed, and I can go through it, give you exactly, because I've got emails after emails asking.
Good. Well, I'm sure we can get that to you if you hadn't received that yet.
You do have emails, including one that says bids, proposals, invoices, contracts, payment records, materials, etc.
Yeah.
That's pretty clear.
Any and all. So
It
I
doesn't
don't
say
have
any at all.
bids.
It's
I don't
pretty
have.
clear what it is, sir, and I keep over talking me, and we're gonna even get a little louder here,
Yes,
right?
sir.
All I'm gonna tell you is this, is that you asked, you haven't done it. So for us to be able to rule and help you out, we can't, because you're still in non-compliance.
If I may, sir, just to clarify, not, in addition to the email, it says on the subpoena, and I'll read it, copies of any and all documents, including but not limited to permits, bids, proposals, contracts, and/or subcontracts, purchase orders, material invoices, equipment rental invoices, payroll records, canceled checks, and any other documents pertaining to the construction and/or renovation project located at.
Have
I
you
can't be
received
much-
that, Mr. Rivas? Mr. Rivas, have you received that, what you just mentioned?
No, sir, I have not.
Okay, all right. What are the wishes of the board? All right, Clinton.
So if you need help, our request is that within the next 7 business days that the documents be produced, and a failure to produce those documents to the satisfaction of the board, that the license be suspended until such documents are received by the board. And appropriate costs of this hearing, and other fines that the board would like to entail.
Man, so?
So I'm gonna move in support of the council's recommendation, which is a fine of $30,787.85, $1,000 hearing costs, and the suspension until you produce the documents that were requested. And he did mention that it's 7 days.
And if you
Say that again. I'm sorry. He did mention
7 days.
7 days. Yes, sir.
Provide those documents. And if you do produce those documents, then we can review the fine.
All right.
Okay?
to what?
What you gonna reduce the fine to?
I'm sorry.
What are you gonna reduce it to?
I'm gonna reduce your fine to
1,000 plus 1,000.
$1,500 potential fine, $1,000 hearing cost.
Can I ask for more than a 7-day extension? We're leaving on vacation Saturday. I'm not sure if I'll have
That
time.
makes sense. That's reasonable. Can you have that with that? We need it done. We need it within 14 days.
So what's your time frame for out of town?
We're 23rd to the 28th.
You know, it's Thanksgiving.
All right.
So if I could possibly have a week into December?
That would be a 2-week extension, right?
Yes, correct. It gives me a week when I get back to make sure I've got everything, and
December 3rd.
So December 3rd?
that would be adequate.
Okay. All right, so I'll move that we move it to December the 3rd to receive the documentation and to give you a chance to get things together.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion? Do you understand the motion?
I do.
All right. Any objection?
I just want to make sure that we are clear on the documents. I mean, it is very well broken down here, and it does say but not limited to. So just making sure that you're clear on what you need to gather.
Okay, if I do not have things such as a contract, and I can't produce a contract, but I can produce a canceled check, I can produce a vendor invoice, is that substantial? Because like I said, a lot of these,
So what we're asking is not for you to produce something that doesn't exist.
Okay.
We're asking you to produce everything that does exist, okay? And if you say it doesn't exist, we'll assume that you're telling the truth. But otherwise, they just need everything that applies to this particular project.
All right.
Whether it's a canceled check, whether it's an invoice, whatever it is, just send it in.
will do.
All right. Any objection? All right. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
We could go back to number 2, Regal Remodelers LLC. Are any representatives present?
Where we at?
It's the third one on your sheet.
Oh, Regal. Back to Regal.
Regal.
Yeah. All right.
Well, James is first.
Council, can you make your appearance?
Regal's third.
Leon Roy on behalf of Regal Remodelers.
Yeah, Regal.
Regal Remodelers LLC of Baton Rouge, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for failure to maintain and provide to the board requested records, documents, and other information as required within 5 days of receipt of request at multiple locations in Louisiana.
Counsel, how would you like to plead on behalf of your client?
Say that one more time.
How would you like to plead on behalf of your client?
Not guilty.
Okay.
Call Kristen McKee.
Mr. Key has been sworn.
Ms. McKee, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Any objection?
No objection.
Exhibits are admitted.
Ms. McKee, did you request documents from Regal Remodelers LLC regarding certain projects?
Yes, sir.
And what projects were those?
It's 4 different ones.
Go ahead and explain which ones you requested from the
Okay.
board.
Case 2025-0866, 2025-0623, 2025-1394, and 2025-1180.
And those were those at various construction locations?
Yes, sir.
So your first is for 9265 Randall Drive in Denham Springs? Is that, I think that's 0623.
Yes,
Is that correct?
that's correct.
And that's Exhibit 2A. Exhibit 2B is for 2261 Carriage Ride, all right, it says Carriage Ride Lane in Zachary, Louisiana. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Exhibit 2C is for 1028 Blunt Road in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And 2D is for 24883 Eubanks Lane in Clinton, Louisiana. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Return to Exhibits 2E. Is that your subpoena for those records?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
And Exhibit 2F is an indication of service of that subpoena. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Did you serve that yourself?
I did.
And you served it at their place of business?
Yes, sir.
After serving that subpoena, have you received any of the records for any of those projects?
I have received some. I have not received all.
Okay. So do you know how much or what documents are you still in need of for each project?
Yes, sir. I'm missing some checks and I'm missing a contract. And there's also questions about who performed the plumbing scope of work.
Who performed Regal's scope of work?
The plumbing scope
Okay.
on each project.
Were these projects remodels or were they new builds?
I believe they were all remodels. Yes, none were new.
Have you had any communications with anyone from Regal Remodelers?
I've had communications with their attorney.
Mr. Roy?
Yes, and Sandra, is that her name?
Mm.
And Sandra,
It's
paralegal.
His paralegal? Okay. So have you communicated with Mr. Roy the need for these additional documents?
No, not about the more that we need. They said that they sent me all, and then once I printed it out and went through it, I still realized that there's more that we need, so no.
Okay. No further questions.
Counsel, do you have any questions for this witness?
As far as specific projects, do you know what checks are missing? What project you're missing checks from, so we can get it specifically? Which one is that?
2025-1394. There's a cashier's check I'm missing for the deposit. There's also a second contract for that project that I seem to be missing. And then 2025-0866, there's also a payment record I'm missing for that one.
And the additional work contract, is that you referenced that you're missing a contract? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, it seems on 1394 there was 2 contracts written, one for 130 and then a second one for 192.8.
Okay, no further questions.
No additional witnesses.
Okay, Mr. Roy, do you have any witnesses or documentary evidence?
I mean, we'd ask for additional time to get these documents. We've been trying to comply and provide, and that's kind of where we're at today.
What amount of time do you believe that you need to produce the additional documents?
Probably get it done today. He's very antsy to get the suspension lifted, obviously.
So his license has been summary suspended because of the non-production of documents. So I think what Mr. Roy is saying that he's going to try to get it done as quickly as possible. Do you need 5 days, or are you going to get it done?
Yeah, 5 days works. We'll try and get it done today, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. We still do have a non-guilty plea to the charge.
Oh, no, I know. Yeah. All right. So look, they get it done by the 25th.
I'm sorry. You want to?
Would you like to change your plea, Mr. Roy?
Yeah, we'll enter a,
No contest.
Would you like to change your plea to no contest, Mr. Roy?
yeah, that works.
All right.
So he's pleaded no contest at this point.
Move to accept. I got a motion and a second. Any objection to the plea? Plea is accepted. All right.
I move to give him the 5-day extension. What's the date?
November 25th.
November 25th. That we have the records in hand, and if doing so, we would reduce the penalty to just the hearing cost of $1,000.
Well, there's no penalty on it, so. I'm sorry.
There is a penalty.
That's right. Okay.
And remove the suspension at that time.
All right. If he doesn't produce it in 5 days.
Yeah. So also we need to say that as soon as he produces the documents, that his license would be reinstated if it's to the satisfaction of the board.
There you go. So moved.
Second.
All right. I got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Melvin Lee Combs or any representatives present?
Let the record reflect no one is present on behalf of Melvin Lee Combs.
Melvin Lee Combs of Ruston, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 170 Short Straw Road, Choudront, Louisiana,
Yeah.
in the amount of $400,000.
Call Wade Day.
Mr. Day has been sworn.
Mr. Day, in front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir, they were.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
Mr. Day, according to the records, it appears that Mr. Combs was provided with notice of this hearing by certified mail and also by an email from the Licensing Board. Is that correct?
Correct.
Actually, it was by hand delivery. Is that correct?
I served, yes, sir.
Okay. And also at page 51, 51, it shows a email from Ms. Morgan to Mr. Combs indicating that we had a hearing this day. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Day, the documents appear to show that Melvin Lee Combs engaged in the business of residential construction of a new construction. Is that correct?
Correct.
And at the time did not possess licensing with this board to perform that residential construction work. Is that correct?
Correct.
According to page 10, the permit was listed at $400,000 for the project. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then page 21, it shows a contract in the amount of $315,000. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And at all times, Melvin Lee Combs did not possess licensing with this board to perform that residential construction work. Is that correct?
That's correct.
We submit to the board that Melvin Lee Combs is in violation of Louisiana Contractors Licensing Laws for failure to possess a license to perform work on a residential construction project in the amount of $400,000. We ask that we find him guilty of the violation and issue the appropriate fines and costs.
Move to find him guilty, maximum fine of $40,000, $1,000 hearing costs, cease and desist.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? Motion carries.
Angie's Roofing LLC, or any representatives present?
Let the record reflect, no one is present on behalf of Angie's Roofing LLC.
Angie's Roofing LLC of Slidell, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 160 Silverwood Drive, Slidell, Louisiana, in the amount of $14,430.
Call Erica Segura.
Ms. Segura has been sworn.
Ms. Segura, in front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors for this matter?
Yes, they were.
We'll offer those exhibits into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
Ms. Segura, according to the records, it appears from Exhibit 4 that Angie's Roofing LLC was provided with notice of this hearing by certified and its violation by certified mail. Is that correct?
Yes.
Also shows that Angie's Roofing engaged in the business of performing roofing work on a project without possessing licensing with this board. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And the total amount of that roofing work, as indicated at pages 11 and 12 through payments, was $14,430. Is that correct?
That's correct.
We submit to the board that Angie's Roofing LLC is in violation of Louisiana Contractors Licensing Laws for failure to possess licensing with this board in performing residential construction work on a roofing project in the amount of $14,430. We ask that you find them guilty of the violation, issue the appropriate fines and costs.
We found guilty, maximum fine of $1,443, $1,000 hearing costs, cease and desist.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? Motion carries.
Cajun Outdoor Paradise Products LLC, or any representatives present?
Let the record reflect, no one is present on behalf of Cajun Outdoor Paradise Products LLC.
Cajun Outdoor Paradise Products LLC of Lake Charles, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 980 Bird Nest Road, Lake Charles, Louisiana, in the amount of $13,410.
Call Frank Vaughn.
Mr. Vaughn has been sworn.
Mr. Vaughn, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
Mr. Vaughn, according to the documents, it appears at exhibit number 4 that you attempted to provide service to Mr. Vaughn and left that notice on door of the last known address of Cajun. I'm sorry. You tried to notice to Cajun Outdoor Paradise Products LLC. You left it on their last known address. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that it was at 14300 Highway 101 in Iowa, Louisiana. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
In your investigation, did Cajun Outdoor Paradise Products perform work on a residential project?
They did not.
What type of project were they performing work?
Well, they did not perform any work. They took money from the homeowner.
Okay, to perform work on a residential project, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that was to install patio screens?
Yes, sir.
And they in fact took money, then it was discovered that they never ordered the screens, is that correct?
Correct.
And did not return the money to the homeowner, is that correct?
Correct.
And the total value, as indicated at page 10 of the exhibits, is $13,410, is that correct?
That was the total amount of the project, yes, sir.
We submit to the board that Cajun Outdoor Paradise Products LLC is in violation of Louisiana Contractors Licensing Laws for failure to possess necessary licensing with this board to perform work on a residential construction project or even to provide estimates on such a residential project. We ask that you, in the amount of $13,410, we ask that you find them guilty of the violation and issue the appropriate fines and costs.
Found guilty, maximum fine of $1,341, $1,000 hearing costs, cease and desist.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? Motion carries.
Joel Romero Construction LLC, or any representatives present?
Yes.
Sir, can you state your name and your affiliation with the company?
Joel Romero.
Okay. And are you the owner of the company?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you raise your right hand for me, Mr. Romero? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Joel Romero Construction LLC of Jennings, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 2609 Old Evangeline Highway, Evangeline, Louisiana, in the amount of $34,416.
Mr. Romero, how would you like to plead to the alleged violation?
I'm unsure because it's a complicated case outside of here.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
It's a complicated case.
Okay, so you have the option to plead guilty, not guilty. If we plead not guilty, we'll have to go through a full trial where just officer put on their evidence.
Can
And if
I
you have any
explain why
evidence,
I think that?
let me finish.
I'm sorry.
And then you have a chance to put on your own evidence, and then the board will determine your guilt or innocence as well as the penalty. You can also opt to plead no contest, where you are not admitting to any guilt, but the board will administer a penalty anyway. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So how would you like to plead to the alleged violations?
I'm gonna say no contest.
No contest.
Move to accept. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any objection? Plea is accepted.
Call Robert Mertens.
Mr. Mertens has been sworn.
Mr. Mertens, in front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors for this matter?
Yes, they were.
We offer the exhibits into the record.
Mr. Romero, have you had a chance to review the documents?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any objection to the documents made into the record?
I don't know if it's an objection or a question.
If you have a question, you can save your question, but if you
Okay.
have a legal objection, you can make an objection to the documents.
Not at this time.
No objection, the exhibits are admitted.
Mr. Mertens, according to the documents, it appears that Joe Romero Construction LLC performed work on a residential project for Jarrett LeBlanc and Katie Dietz LeBlanc, or Dietz LeBlanc, at 2609 Old Evangeline Highway. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And at the time did not possess licensing with this board to perform work on a residential construction project. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And according to the checks and the payments noted at pages 12 through 23 of the exhibit packet, the total amount was $34,416. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Mr. Romero had also provided a estimate, as indicated at Exhibit 2B, in several different, I think that's only one estimate, of $14,500. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And again, didn't possess licensing with this board to perform that scope of work as well. Is that correct?
That's correct.
No further questions.
Mr. Romero, do you have any questions for this witness?
I don't agree 100% with what was just stated.
But do you have any questions for him?
Questions or
You'll be able to make your statement to the board.
no, ma'am.
Okay. Counsel, do you have any further questions or
No
witnesses?
further questions.
Okay. Mr. Romero, you may make a statement to the board. You have pleaded no contest. And as you said, it's a complicated matter.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can make your statement.
Is it a statement or question?
No, you can make your statement to the board as if you want to explain as to what happened in this scenario. If the board has any questions for you, please answer those questions as well.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll explain from start to finish. The sheet that I have it broken down into 3 different prices because it was a relative of mine, and I did that as a favor. But this was supposed to be a turnkey project, and about 2 to 3 weeks into the project, they started questioning, where's the receipts for materials bought? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why isn't this getting done in this manner? So forth and so on. So the only reason I broke it down into the 3 prices that are listed, as he was stating, I have a material price, a labor price, a dirt work price. I only broke that down to do them a favor. The price of the total was 30, I'd have to add them up, I don't know off the top of my head, 36 something. They paid 19,400, 16 allowed for materials. They're claiming I only spent a little over 5,000, which I have receipts showing for that project. I spent just shy of 10,000. They're claiming I'm refusing to refund their money, which is false statement. I've only one time refused, is when I had a heated discussion with his wife and her demanding X amount of dollars before noon at 9:30 on the 1st of July. Outside of that, I was working with her husband to resolve this situation. to reimburse some money. And then on the 3rd of July, I get a phone call from a lawyer. I get a phone call from a sheriff's deputy, and I decided not to associate with them anymore. Never did I ever state that I would not refund money to them, because I did owe them money because I did not spend it all on material. They're stating I took it and ran and refused to refund them, which is false statements. And I have emails and text messages that I can prove that. Right now, fast forward to today, I've done been arrested. I've done had to go to court. The state of Louisiana is trying to charge me with a felony. Over the course of 3 days, I've tried to finish the job as per the contract between me and them. They refused that. I said, well, I'll deliver the rest of your material. They refused that and just stated that it's in our best interest that we part ways. I said, I understand. Me still agreeing that I owed them money. Once I got arrested, once I got a letter from their lawyer, I quit communicating with them after the 3rd of July. I went and got my own lawyer, and then now I'm here today. I was under the impression that today was only the license violation, not the rest of the story. And when we did the contract, the license was valid. 2 weeks prior to the 1st of July, it was suspended due to insurance, which I have provided. Went to reinstate it. Now I'm at the point to where I need to do I don't remember what they call it. I got to do a business law. I need to take care of that, and I need to appoint a something.
Qualifying
I have a
party.
question.
Qualifying party.
What was he ever licensed?
So let's make some clarification.
Okay, I
He
didn't
did.
understand.
He did possess a home improvement registration
Okay.
at the time he was doing this work. So it is within the number
Within the
of
number.
home improvement registration.
That's right.
The issue is, and I'm sure this is going to come before the board again, is that the law changed in 2024 related to home improvement, that they cannot do structural work, and that part of this work was structural. And so that's why it's before the board today, is because he did structural work on this particular project. Otherwise, he did have a home improvement registration at the time he did the work. Now, he does have an outstanding fine that you had earlier, and he still has time to get licensed, which I think he's mentioned, that he's trying to get a residential license. He has a fine from a hearing on 7/17 of 25, and he has 180 days to get licensed, which means through the end of this year, on a residential project that exceeded the 75,000 at the time. We now know it's 50,000, but at the time it was 75.
Right.
And so that is currently pending, and I assume he's trying to get that satisfied. So just for clarification to you guys, that the issue here was the structural work that was being performed, and he can maybe explain that to you, but that's the reason he's here. He did have a home improvement registration.
Let me ask this right quick. When did he get licensed for his home improvement?
He had home improvement from August of 23 to August of 25.
Were you aware of the change in 24?
I was not aware of that change. I am aware of changes, yes, sir. But I was not aware of the structural change, no, sir. But I was aware of the 50,000, and there's a few others that I was aware of. But that's negligence on my part.
Mr. Romero, are you trying to get a residential license at this time?
Well, I run into a hurdle with that because I'm trying to get a general contractor's license and commercial license, but instead of that also changed from 10,000 to 50,000, and I can only generate 20,000, which I've been in contact.
Oh, you mean financially, the financial
Right,
statement?
financial statement, and I've been in contact with y'all. I don't have the names in front of me, but I've talked to a few of the people in the office trying to proceed with that, but that's what's stopping me from proceeding with that scenario. I had every intention on doing it, but I was assuming it was the 10. I had the 10, and then that happened August 1st, And I believe I did it maybe the week or the last week of August, not realizing it changed, and that's when all that come to clear.
Well, Mr. Romero, you're in the right spot, because if you can't get it figured out here today after this meeting, you won't get it figured out. So you need to get with these folks in here today and figure out your situation so that you can get properly licensed.
Yes, sir. Well, I was planning on trying to figure out who I need to talk to before I leave here today.
Yeah, you got to do that. What are the wishes? What's his? What is he? Does he have something else? He has something outstanding.
He did, the only one he has outstanding is that prior fine, which he has a $10,000 fine to be lowered to $1,000 if he gets licensed within 180 days. So that's what he says he's been trying to move forward on.
You ought to be able to get licensed in 108 days.
And it's from July.
Yeah.
So he said he's applied, but he ran into this. He applied in August, which the hearing was in July. So he applied in August, but that August 1st date came up.
I never really was able to apply because of the financial statements not being able to reach the 50,000 mark.
When you leave out of here, you will get with some folks in this office. They'll tell you how you need to proceed regarding that. And I'm pretty sure the board may make a motion to, just fine you penalty if you go ahead and get licensed within that time period. So we'll see.
My time frame's getting smaller and smaller.
You got 100 days, from my understanding. These are 100. He has 100 days
from July 17th. So,
from July
so essentially,
17th.
he has till January 17th. I think that if
it's just January.
If my 180 days are right.
December.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have to do all the testing and everything, but they told me I couldn't proceed without the financial statements being uploaded.
You can proceed with testing.
And I may have misunderstood that, but it's just been phone calls I've been dealing with.
You can retake all tests wrong.
But I would like to get guided the right way and who I need to talk to before I leave today.
All right.
So, it's my understanding that Mr. Romero's pled no contest, so that's before you right now. He also has an outstanding fine.
Yep.
And so, my suggestion to you guys, or my request would be that since he's pled no contest, that you do what you typically do, and then reduce his fine to $1,000 of administrative fees.
All right, Mr. Romero, I'll find you, as what the council suggested, that you are guilty of what you did. And we'll reduce the.
He pled no contest.
No contest.
I can't hear him.
That,
Yes. Speaking to that mic. Fine.
is it working now?
You got to turn it on.
Oh, the microphone?
Are they not working?
Make the most of it.
All right.
This working?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Go ahead. Make the most.
All right. How about this one? This working?
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
Thank you.
All right, we're back to this thing, and then for you, Mr. Romero, we're going to reduce, if you complete everything as you were in July, within 180 days, this will also be reduced down to a fine of $1,000 and $1,000 hearing cost. And if you do not, then it will revert back to the original amount.
Okay, I don't recall what the original amount was.
It's $3,400.
Yeah.
It's 10%.
So the
Okay.
original penalty was $3,441, and
Yes, sir.
reducing that. And I'm gonna make a motion to amend that to remove the maximum fine and charge him only a hearing cost, because he's already trying to cover
Okay.
the cost of the original fine. But we're trying to help you here, sir.
Yeah.
But you
Yes,
can
sir, I
help
understand.
yourself,
Okay, and I'll agree to the amendment.
That's a second to the amendment. We got a motion. We have a second. Do we have any discussion? Any objection?
I would like to say, I know you mentioned something about getting the commercial license, but you need to make sure and look into the residential license as well.
I was doing both.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Making sure that you do that, and if one has stricter rules than the other, that we work to get at least the residential, which will clear all of this up.
Yeah, well, the residential is my priority as of now, but my goal is to have both.
Understood. All right. Any further discussion? Motion carries.
Roy Greenwood, doing business as Greenwood's Foundation Repair LLC. Are any representatives present?
Let the record reflect that no one is present on behalf of Roy Greenwood, DBA Greenwood's Foundation Repair LLC.
Roy Greenwood, doing business as Greenwood's Foundation Repair LLC of New Orleans, Louisiana, is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 2256 North Belair Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, the amount of $10,400.
Call Lonnie Lusko.
Mr. Lusko has been sworn.
Ms. Lusko, in front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business, the licensing board for contractors for this matter involving Roy Greenwood? Were these exhibits prepared in the ordinary regular course of business, licensing board for contractors?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
Ms. Lusko, according to the records, it appears that the service of the violation and of this hearing date was provided to Roy Greenwood at their last known address. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And was left on the door of that address. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The documents also show that Roy Greenwood, doing business as Greenwood's Foundation Repair LLC, was performing work on a residential construction project. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And the total amount of that work was $10,400. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And this was a foundation repair. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And at the time, Roy Greenwood, doing business as Greenwood's Foundation Repair LLC, did not possess licensing with this board to perform foundation work on a residential project. Is that correct?
That's correct.
We submit to the board that Roy Greenwood, doing business as Greenwood's Foundation Repair LLC, is in violation of Louisiana contractors' licensing laws for failure to possess necessary licensing with this board to perform foundation work on a residential project. You've asked that you find him guilty of that violation, issue the appropriate fines and costs. And the total amount of that project was $10,400.
Move to find him guilty, magnify him $1,040, $1,000 hearing cost, cease and desist.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? Motion carries.
Prism Construction LLC. Are any representatives present?
Good morning. Tao Win, owner operator.
Mr. Nguyen, are you authorized to speak on behalf of the company?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
Prism Construction LLC of New Orleans, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 2256 North Billery Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, amount of $260,647.98.
Mr. Nguyen, how would you like to plead to the alleged violation?
No contest.
Move to accept.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. Any objection? Please accept it.
Call Lonnie Lusko.
Mr. Lusko has been sworn.
So let's go. In front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the licensing board for contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Mr. Nguyen, have you had a chance to look at the documents?
I have.
Do you have any objection to the documents being entered into the record?
No, ma'am.
No objection. The exhibits are admitted.
Well, let's go. According to the records, it appears at page 9 of the exhibit packet that Prism Construction LLC engaged in residential construction. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And the total amount of that construction was $260,647.98. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And at the time did not possess licensing with this board to perform that level of work for a residential project. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Was it your understanding they had a home improvement registration,
Yes, sir.
but did not possess a residential contractor's license registration? License. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And did this project include some foundation repair as well?
Yes, sir.
And also not licensed, Prism is not licensed to perform foundation repair, is that correct?
Correct.
No further questions.
Mr. Nguyen, do you have any questions for this witness?
No, ma'am.
No questions?
No
Counsel?
additional witnesses.
Mr. Nguyen, you may make a statement to the board as to the alleged violation. You have pled no contest, and if you'd like to make an offer as to a penalty, you may do that as well. If the board has any questions, please answer.
It's no contest. I'm working on getting my residential license. My girlfriend's helping me with that, trying to make it right. But at the time, I didn't have it. I have a home improvement registration, and I'm trying to, get the correct license to do that type of work. But
Where are you in that process?
I believe I have to do with my CPA the financial portion of it, and then apply for the test and take the test. Basically, she said.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to work on that and get that right.
All right. And you were aware that you were doing something you shouldn't have been doing?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Well, you said you started that process of getting a license? Are you studying? What'd you say?
We started the process through the portal or the app, she said.
Uh-huh.
And it's basically, just getting all the documentation, taking the test. So we're trying to work on it.
Okay. All right.
All right, so to help you along with that, I'm gonna fine you the maximum fine of $26,064.80. $1,000 hearing cost to be reduced to $1,000 and $1,000 if you get your license within 180 days.
Yes, sir.
Let me say this to you: don't delay, because sometimes things happen and it takes you longer to get things together than you think. And make sure that you do all the requirements that you need to do. But that's going to stay. If you don't do that, then the penalty is going to go back to the original. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's a motion.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? Motion carries. Thanks.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Just try them.
So what do you have? You have most.
I did wrong.
Yeah,
That's correct.
try to make it up, yeah.
Where we at, Muskie?
Okay, why don't we go ahead and do that, and I'll put them in the record.
Under settlement offers, Section F, we have Muskie Construction LLC, case 2025-41301. They're offering a no contest plea, $1,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. Vincent Brothers Construction LLC, case 2025-006101. They're offering 1,000 costs. Colonel Pool Pros and Services LLC, case 2025-088701. They're offering no contest plea, $1,000 fine plus 1,000 costs.
Call Sean Beavers.
Mr. Beavers has been sworn.
Mr. Beavers on Muskie Construction LLC, case number 2025-041301, Vincent Brothers Construction 2025-0061-01, and Colonel Pool Pros Services LLC 2025-0887-01, with those exhibits attached to those individual packets prepared in ordinary regular course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors.
They were.
We'll offer those exhibits into the record.
All exhibits are admitted.
Submit the settlement office for consideration.
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? Motion carries.
Citations. You gonna do the same thing?
The citation.
Okay, for the citations, we're gonna introduce those packets into the record as well. Mays Electrical and Air Conditioning LLC, 2025-0413-02. Wait, do I have the right one? J. Berthelot's Air Conditioning and Heating LLC, 2025-0413-03. IPS Ian's Plumbing Service and Repairs LLC, 2025-0413-04. Gerard Cherami, 2024-0478-01, and Jabbar General Contractor LLC, 2025-0073-02. Mr. Beavers, were those exhibit packets prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business, the license board for contractors for those matters?
They were.
We submit the citations for approval.
Exhibits are admitted for all citations.
Yeah, we got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? Motion carries. I think we can get a motion to adjourn.
So move. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Motion carries.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, will they? I have no question. Who do we send it to? I need to, who do we forward it to? Actually, why don't you send it?
Yeah, man. So when you come in, you say, man,